Uh, oh well. Well, they really had to pull the moment there, didn't they? Uh, well, this review may be late. There were circumstances, so unfortunately, this may not be how I wanted it to talk. Fairytale Final Series Episode 30. Last time, Invel. This is me, the angry anime fan. I actually shed some tears hearing the music. But unfortunately, I couldn't have time to shed too much tears because I was so distracted by something else in the meantime. But let's just say that is personal. So either way, the Angry Anime Fan here to bring you this episode. Last time, Invel froze the mind of Juvia and Grey and made them fight each other. He believes Grey has the edge, so then the two, Juvia and Grey, does the same thing they each fought of, but they fought of not. Well, how do I explain this? They both stab themselves, hoping that they will take. I was gonna say each other down with them, but that's the wrong word. I mean, they stab themselves because, according to Invel, only when someone dies will the other one be free. So Grace tries to kill himself so Juvia can be free, but Juvia tries to kill herself so Grey can be free. But both of them did not know they were gonna do that, much to Invel's shock. He truly do not believe in the good of humanity. So he leaves them, being disappointed that no longer he has anyone who can slay E and D. But then suddenly Grey awakens as it reveals that Juvia has transformed most of her blood to Grey using a water make technique. I didn't know she had water making moments. I wish we had seen more of that. But I'm saying some of her blood because even though there's no denying this was a scene of heart crush, I do not believe Juvia is gonna perish. I mean, I actually pray she won't have to perish. Yes, I know that if she doesn't perish, then the fans are gonna be angry. Well, fans, who am I kidding? The haters are gonna be angry. It's just that you have to realize some things that Hiro Mashima do not kill off his main characters that easily. And even if he doesn't, there's no denying that the pain in this scene was genuine. Gray's heartbreaking cry as he holds Juvia just sells it. What's more, we see flashbacks of all the time Juvia has been clingy to Gray, and every time he has been a little bit distant, although not at the same time not. And you cannot deny that those scenes do not make this any more, easy to withstand. It really tugs you here. And finally, as Gray leaves what he presumes is Juvia's dead body, and what we also presume is Juvia's dead body. Oh yeah, Juvia's final words to Gray are also very heartbroken to hear. He confronts Invel, and this time though he has fallen into so much despair that I'm pretty sure his devil slaying magic has now taken over his mind completely. It's worth noting that if there's anyone who has suffered a lot of despair in life, it is actually Gray. Yeah, you can argue that Natsu is the same, but you have to realize Gray is no different. He has experienced almost more pain than Natsu has. Case in point, losing his parents, losing his master because of his own recklessness, losing some fights out of things. He lost his master's daughter, which he considers a sister. He died, although he was resurrected thanks to that sacrifice. And then he had to fight his father, only to inherit his magic. And now finally this. If there's someone who has been going through trauma more than Natsu, it is Gray. Like the cold are bracing him. He confronts Invel, who tries to do his ultimate attack to freeze Gray, but Gray molds the magic of it all with his devil slaying magic and beats down Invel. Elsewhere, Brandish has taken Natsu and Lucy to a safe spot, revealing that she doesn't want them to get hurt, but she believes that in us Alvarez will win the war. But Natsu is pretty adamant in saying, "You are underestimating Fairy Tail much." And suddenly Nine Haruto appears, having been possessed by Elsie's magic. No, sorry, in Irene's magic. He now has a different types, but it's still nothing compared to Natsu, who knocks him out with one punch. Oh yeah, and elsewhere, the little psycho girl Diamara is seeing this as well. That can't be good. As Imvel is being unconscious, which you can argue that for someone who was claimed to be the dragon of Sereth, he was beaten down pretty fast. You have to also pay attention to Grey is still considered one of the strongest members of Fairy Tail. He reveals what Natsu is. Ugh, the trauma just keeps on coming, doesn't it? So yeah, the music did not help in that heartbreaking scene. It tugged the heartstring, and I did shed a tear when I saw that. These flashback moments as well. They even had a scene from a famous OVA scene when, Yuvia knitted a scarf to Grey. It's a very heartwarming and emotional scene as well. But you give me your thoughts if you have any.